There are a number of movies based on the theme of invisibility. The main character in such movies acquires an ability to become invisible. And once invisible, it goes on doing the things that he or she wouldn't dare do otherwise. While watching one such movie, I wondered, how does this invisible character see the world? How does it see? Because an invisible person is necessarily blind. How so? Let us try and understand. We see when the light from the source or the light reflected from the objects around us enter the eye. For an object to become invisible, it has to be as transparent as the medium around that object. So, if an object has to become invisible in air, it has to be as transparent as air. And if that object has to become invisible in water, it has to be as transparent as water. In the language of physics, if an object has to become invisible, its refractive index has to become equal to the refractive index of the medium around the object. Coming back to vision, how does the eye work? Light from the source or reflected light from the objects has to enter the eye through an opening called pupil. The size of this pupil is controlled by iris, which is surrounding the pupil. Inside the eye, there is a lens that is supposed to focus this light on the retina. The lens can focus the light only if refraction happens in the lens. And when does the refraction happen? Refraction happens only when light passes from one transparent medium into another transparent medium of a different refractive index, which means the lens cannot be transparent. When the light falls on the retina has to absorb all this light and convert it into electrical signals and send it to brain through optic nerve. Again, retina cannot be transparent, else it won't form the image. So if the complete eye is transparent to make it invisible, the person who is invisible will not see. In modern times, scientists have developed something known as invisibility cloak, which means invisibility cover or a coat. This is made up of a special material called metamaterials. When any object is covered with this material, that object becomes invisible. This material has got a very special property of bending the light around it, making the object inside invisible. So we can use this cloak to become invisible, but eyes have to be kept uncovered, else we will go blind. So an invisible man is necessarily blind. So in such movies, they should have at least shown the eyes visible. But anyways, that's fiction and anything is possible in fiction. So if you become invisible to the world will become invisible to you. Wonderful, isn't it?